Okay everyone, welcome back to the game. For this fight you do want to set it up a specific way. Now, oops, I'm not intending to use Titus here. With your character that you're using, in this case Yuna, you want to equip something on before you enter the battle that has fireproof or fire eater in this case. Because this boss is going to do damage depending on the direction that those pagodas are facing. As you can see, the red circle is facing inward on each of those pagodas. The pagodas is the giant circles out that you see there. And so that means the boss is going to do fire attacks 4 times. Now you can turn those pagodas using either melee attacks with Waka or magic attacks with your character, but we're not going to do it. You just want to start off with having that fireproof or fire eater equipped. So the other thing is you do not want to have a magic counter equipped for this specific part of the fight, and I'll show you why in a little bit here. So I just have a dark strike weapon. It's going to run me for some MP, but that's okay. So I could have made another staff that had 1 MP cost, but you know, I really didn't feel like it. So what you're going to do is you're just going to start casting holies at the boss. Basically, whichever character you're on, do max damage with the boss. You can see here he's doing the Firagas. Now that ring that we're using, the Phantom Ring I believe it's called, that is something we picked up on the way to this boss once we were inside Sin, so that's where we got that from. Now you can see he's doing 4 Firagas, and now he's doing another 4 just because he gets to take 2 turns before us. Not a problem here. Let me just quick mention one other thing that I kind of want to do, not with this save file, but with my original save file that has everything done on it and everything, maximum stats possible for most of the characters except for the luck stat. What I want to do is, I mean, this is something I'm considering doing, not necessarily something I'm going to do, but go back onto that save file and remake some of the characters' armors to what would be perfect for the monster arena, and then at that point redo the monster arena and post those videos on here for you guys. I think that would be quite a bit of fun, and so I might end up doing that for you guys. I know Cyric's already got something like that going on his account, but I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I just know some of those monsters are really hard to beat, and having a guide, someone else to do it and show you on YouTube might be pretty helpful to some of you guys. So now, as far as the monster arena goes, there's not really a reason to do that technically, just because of things that you don't really get that great of rewards for it because we've already beaten the game. Okay, so now we've cast Holy 5 times, and this Dispel is the first part of his it's kind of like a interlude series of attacks. Now what I'm gonna do is, you can see that this Phantom Ring does not have Ice Eater on it, so that's the one thing we're missing. Now if you do happen to come across some way to customize an Ice Ward, no, not an Ice Ward, an Ice Proof or an Ice SOS Null Frost or an Ice Eater, if you come across any of those armors, go ahead and pick those up and hang on to those until you get to this point in the game, and then you can either switch armors to that, or if it's a customize, you can customize that right onto here for Yuna. But with any of your other characters, it's the pattern he does it is gonna be fire, ice, water, lightning. So those are the 4 that you would want to hang on to. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to switch right now to my auto haste, this one right here, just because I don't have that ice proof. So now he's already used his Dispel, so let's also switch weapons. Let's go to our magic counter weapon now, because I want to get through the ice phase fairly quickly. And then we're going to cast Shell on ourselves, so that we can take reduced damage. And let me just show you too, I do have Kamari with a sensor weapon so that I can show this to you guys. This guy has less than 30,000 health, so it's going to take less than 3 holies to finish him off. Now we'll come back with Yuna, because we've already done 5 holies, plus 3 more would make the 8 for the 80,000 health that he has. Something doesn't add up quite right there, but anyway, you can figure it out. So we've already got shell status on us. The other thing you can do is you can cast Reflect on yourself, and it'll bounce his abilities back at him, but each time it'll heal for about 2,000 to 3,000 health, so that's not very good for you. You can put a regen on you. I guess I'll do that real quick just to get through this next turn. And his interlude pattern here is that he casts first Dispel, and then second he casts this Ultima, and then on his third turn he will turn the pagodas to the next element in order, regardless of where the pagodas are at that point. And that's the and then he'll go back to casting 1 spell per circle facing him in the pagodas. So okay, I'm going to cast Cura here because we don't have Reflect status on, so that'll get me up a little bit. The regen will help too. And there the pagodas are turning, so now he is ice-based. Let's go ahead and cast Holy. Now, at this point, you can finish him off with the auto haste going on. You should be able to finish him off. Maybe he will take 1 turn. Let me make sure I'm not going to kill him here because I do want to show this to you guys. It's absolutely hilarious. Okay, so I won't kill him with the next Holy. Okay, so you should be able to kill him off at this point without, you know, having to heal up much. Just make sure you've got a safety net for yourself. And then you can see there he's only doing about 800 damage to me, so that's not a big deal. He's going to do that 4 times, and then it'll be our turn again. But I want to show you guys this because this is absolutely hilarious how this works out. Okay, now he's done, so I'm going to magic counter, dink, and then auto potion. So that counted for the first attack he did. Now here's for the second, and here's for the third, and here's for the fourth. And yes, that does count towards that 5 count, towards him going into that interlude of Dispel, Ultima, and then changing the pagodas again. So that, I just wanted to show you guys that because it's just hilarious how like he shoots at you 4 times and then you just counter it 4 times and use a potion in the meantime. If you did sell off your high potions by this point, that will heal you up to full. But I just think it's hilarious. So let's go ahead and finish him off. And then there's one other thing one chest in the game that I need to grab for you guys. And that'll be the last HP sphere that I mentioned previously. So instead of showing you this storyline, I'll go ahead and cut it out and jump forward to to where we have control of the characters again. Okay, and we're back. Now, from that boss, you will get a level 3 key sphere, which at this point is pretty useless, and a haste ring. So I'm gonna run forward and show you kind of where everything's at. Behind this wall and 2 other walls behind it is a level 4 key sphere. You need to kill a total of 35 monsters, but you want to kill off 10, touch the wall, kill off 10 more, touch the next wall, kill off 15, and touch that 3rd wall. And credit to knowing that goes to, I just watched Cyric do it and get frustrated out his ass because of that. So you can take this chest, or you can stand on this thing here and go up, and there will be a weapon for Waka that has all 4 element strikes. You can take this up, and I don't remember what's up here. Let's go find out. Oh, it's not an up, but it's a well, it's a free chest anyway. Well, let's see what's in here. We got Defending Bracer. It has a few proofs on it. I can show that to you real quick. Dark Proof and Death Proof, which really, again, not terribly useful at this point. Now, interesting thing here, this door right here, Cyric forgot to find this in his walkthrough. It doesn't take any monster kills to open it like those other 3 walls did. But behind here, it's not terribly useful at this point in the game, is a Mega Elixir. So let's grab that just for fun. So then you can come down here, little chest here. Not useful to us because Gil at this point in the game is not useful. But this is the one you want to go up. You want to go up this pathway because right here is a health sphere. This is the last one that I referred to in the last movie. And you want to make sure you get that and you put it on Eunice's sphere grid. Now you remember I saved a spot here specifically for this purpose. So let's allocate that and put it on there and activate it. Health increased by 300. Now you can see her maximum health is 6,075. That's where we want it to be. So the other part of her sphere grid that you can actually activate. Let's since I have some return spheres, let's go ahead and pop this. Come all the way up here. You can actually activate this section of the sphere grid because, as you see here, this is not attached to anyone else. It's the closest one is this flea for Titus, but you can't go through there. So let's see. You are allowed, according to the walkthrough that we're following, to activate these 3 Strength plus 2 nodes, and of course this Luck plus 2. We're not going to activate the Luck. I may go do a little bit of leveling just to activate the Strengths, but you're not allowed to activate the Auto Life. I don't know why he makes that distinction in the walkthrough, but that is something that you are not allowed to do. So that's it. And then the next fight we do is actually going to be the final fight with Braska.